Hi everybody, welcome to my YouTube page. I am Raja or Sithlin, depending on how you know me. The game I am playing right now is called Final Fantasy XIV. It is a massively multiplayer online game. In this game, the point is to complete quests, objectives, and other various activities towards getting this level bar up to 50. Once you reach that point, you've gained access to most of what people call the end game, where you will continue to run dungeons, repeat various tasks towards gearing yourself in end game. Right now I am playing a class called a Bard. Basically what this is an advanced version of an archer class. You can see here that I use a bow. Basically, I'm what they call a DPS. Stands for damage per second. The point of my character is to get into dungeons and do as much damage to the baddies as possible, while other people play different roles, which include tank, which is meant to hold all the attention of the baddies, and the healer, which is meant to keep everybody alive, while the tank holds the attention and the DPS does the damage to kill everything. This right here in front of me, Baby's Love. This is another person from somewhere in the world. Basically, these are what make this called massively multiplayer. There are generally thousands of people playing on a server with me at a time. I can run into random people all over the place. And yeah, the point is generally, as I said, to just go around and complete objectives, which as you can see, I've got a quest here on the side. I have no idea where that is right now, so I'm going to find out. Oh, by Camp Drybone, so I'm going to start heading that way. A lot of what you'll be seeing me do in this game, most of the time, is riding around on these chocobos, which is basically one of the ways to get around between quest objectives. And yeah, just wandering around, killing things, or doing dungeons. Most of my clips will be of the dungeons, or specific quests, that I'm not spoiling too much of the storyline, or showing too much of just running around. This first one is basically just a quick introduction. So this is how you get in touch with other people to be able to complete some of those other objectives I was talking about. These are called guild hests. They're basically single boss fights that you do with other people, and they're meant to introduce you to some of the higher end tactics and different things that you'll be facing as you get higher into the end game. They're meant to make you a better player overall. Above them are the dungeons here. You run those with other people. They're usually a specific map set aside and filled with monsters that you're meant to tackle various challenges with other players as you go. Now it is very early in the morning where I am right now. You can see it's 20 after 8, so I'm not likely going to be able to find a group, or maybe I'll find one right away. So you might be able to see me run a guild test if we can find a tank. Now this is what I was saying, this is various roles. The sword is for DPS, as I mentioned, damage per second. The cross is for healers, people meant to keep everybody alive, and the shield is obviously for tanks. Later on, I will be showing you one of my tank characters as well. It'll probably be in another video that I'll do later in the day, so I can try and run a dungeon as a tank, and you can see the difference between doing something as a DPS and doing something as a tank. For now, we're just riding around on this chocobo. I just want to say that I don't do these videos to make money. I don't do these videos to get a huge viewership. Basically, I make these videos, or I stream at twitch.tv/Raja, R-A-I-J-H-A, to just share the games that I have and play with my friends, or family, anybody who's interested in watching. Generally, I will have chat up, or I'll be accepting questions from anybody who knows me on Facebook. But yeah, if you have any questions or anything, you can... Well, I've got comments disabled for the YouTube videos, because, you know, it's YouTube. But since, like I said, mostly it's just going to be friends, family watching this, you can poke me on Facebook, Skype, or join me in the twitch.tv chat. You can see there that actually the Guild Hess that I joined the queue for is available. So I'm just waiting for everybody else to accept, and then we're going to go start that. But yeah, as I was saying, mostly I just stream because I think it's neat, first of all, and because I think it's a good chance to share some of my favorite hobby with friends, family, anybody who wants to come watch. I'm not doing this for any money, so you hopefully won't see any ads on my YouTube channel. And yeah, so join, share with your friends, or come just watch me on your own. That's part of why most of today I'm just going to be talking about things that I'm doing, how the game works, explaining what the games are. I'll be doing League of Legends a bit later, so keep an eye on YouTube for those videos as well. I'll be explaining the different roles in League and showing off a few games as each role. Again, as you can see, I'm on another Chocobo. Still continuing towards the location where I need to turn in this quest that I'm doing. And somebody dropped out, so I'm not going to be able to run that Guild Hess that I thought I'd be able to. But somebody else will join it eventually. So these here are the various skills that I have available to me as a bard in Final Fantasy XIV. These are basically my main attack skills. These are what are called buffs. They increase the abilities of my character in various ways. For example, this one increases all my damage dealt by 20%. These are various other skills that either make me move faster, such as that, or That lowers defenses of my enemies. This increases mana regeneration for anybody in my group that's using a lot of mana. So on and so forth. That's a heal, which restores my hit points, which is this green bar. Most of these abilities end up using TP, which is this yellow bar. And this is my magic points, which is what this will drain, but also restore. For completing a quest, I get 9,000 experience. You can see my experience bar down here. Shows that I need 249,900 experience to level. I have 129,605, so you can tell I've still got a bit of a way to go. I also get to choose between these various options, which fit into these. This is what's called equipment. It's the other big determinant, kind of the heart and soul of a role-playing game like this is your equipment. Almost everything you do is designed to either increase your level, your stats, as you can see over here. I focus on dexterity as an archer, or your equipment. Now, all of these item options are lower than the equipment that I'm currently wearing, or I'm ineligible to wear them, so I'm just going to go for the money. Show me the money! And obviously that quest leads to another quest. Which of course is going to send me somewhere else. So this is my own personal chocobo. I use it when I'm just traveling across the land instead of just from one specific city to another. You can tell that the music is slightly different from the chocobos that I ride just from one location to another. I'm going the wrong way. So I actually control this one where it goes. I can jump, spin around, and stuff. Apparently I couldn't jump right over that rock. So now that I've done that, I get to go right back to where I came from. Sorry for all the menus. That's something I have a bad habit of doing while I'm just traveling in games like these. I'll open my map or my menu for no apparent reason, just to look at pretty things while I'm walking around. To give you a bit of a history, I have played a number of MMOs before. There's another one that I will be posting videos of for one of my characters, although I'm not playing it very much right now. It's called Star Wars: The Old Republic. Played that one quite a bit. World of Warcraft, I played that for about 6 years before I got bored of it. I played a healer in that game, which is a role that I do intend on playing in this, but I don't have a character for that right now. Partially because I got confused and thought the character that I did make was going to be a healer. Sadly, I was mistaken. So now this quest sends me all the way across the country. I'm just waiting for this to pop so I can show you a guild test. And then once I've completed a guild test, I'll stop for a little bit. I'll post another video later about showing a dungeon and the DPS's role in a dungeon. And then later in the day, I'm also going to post a tank. And as I said, keep an eye out for my League of Legends videos as well, because those should be fairly entertaining, because I'm not that great at League of Legends, although I love playing it. And here we go again on a chocobo. If you ever tune into my stream while I'm playing this game, this is a lot of what you'll see. I don't talk nearly as much when I'm just playing the game. Like I said, most of this is just an introduction to what Final Fantasy XIV is and how it works. As you can see, Fate joined. That's one of the big things about Final Fantasy XIV. This blue circle is a group area quest that can be joined by anyone at any time. They're designed to be fun ways to level up your characters with other people, other than just doing the quests or the traveling. They spawn randomly all over the world. You can see there's the one there. Oh, now we're in a loading screen. I'll show you in a second. There's one here. There's one going on down here as well. So as you can see, they show up kind of all over the place here. There's one way up here. And they're designed for multiple players just to join together without having to be in a group and work towards one objective, which will provide different awards based on how much you participate. You can see here the blue names. As I said, those are other players in the game right now. They're all working on various things, much like myself. And now you get to go all the way back to where I was again. So, like I said, lots of just back and forth. There is a teleportation system. I could just teleport right back to where I need to be. However, it does cost a lot of money, which, as you can see down here, I don't have a lot of. I'm trying to save up money so that when I get into the end portion of the game, I can start it with a good portion of money to start to, you know, get me going. So these are all the actions that the Archer class gets. I suppose I should explain a little bit. You start with a class, which, as you can see here, all the classes available: Gladiator, Pugilist, Marauder, Lancer, Archer, Conjurer, Thaumaturge, Arcanist. These are all different crafting or gathering classes. Those are a bit different. Now, in your class, you gain access, as I said, with the Archer, to all of these abilities, starting from Heavy Shot and going to Wide Volley. These 4 are the ones I have not learned yet. You also get a number of traits associated with your class, which you gain upon leveling up, everything from Heavier Shot to River of Blood. And then your job is something you unlock by getting to level 30 in your main class, and having level 15 in a secondary class, which for the Bard, which is my job, I needed a level 30 Archer and level 15 Pugilist, which, as you see, I do have the level 15 Pugilist. And that gave me access so far to Mage's Ballad, which, as I said, is the spell that restores MP, magic points, to all my other allies at the cost of my own, and Foe Requiem, which lowers the resistance of my enemies. This additional is also extra abilities that I can pull from the jobs, or pardon me, the classes, which are associated with the Bard. Now I automatically get access to all of the archer abilities, but I can also choose abilities from the pugilist, which was required, and the lancer class. Now I only have 2 that are available from lancer because my lancer is only level 15. Once my lancer gets up to level 38, I'm going to have 3 abilities chosen from the lancer class and 2 from pugilist, which will give me 5 what they call cross-class abilities. I believe there are 9 jobs available in this game, and something like 18 classes. Well, let's see. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Sorry, 8 classes, and however many jobs. I don't remember off the top of my head. But yes, any character can master every single class and every single job in the game if they so choose, allowing you to play any role with any character at any time. This character I plan on eventually having as a master bard and a master what they call scholar, which is of course a healing class, which is the role I'm used to playing and I plan on playing the most. So this is what they call airship travel. It's much like the Chocobo travel, except it's a lot faster, and it travels specifically between the 3 main cities, instead of just random cities all over. The 3 main cities, which is where you can also start in this game, are called Ul'dah, Limsa Lominsa, and Gridania. Limsa Lominsa is basically a water-based nation. It's a city that's been built out of a stranded ship. Ul'dah is a merchant-based city set in the desert, and Gridania is basically a city of tree lovers. There are also a number of races available at character creation, and there's also a huge amount of customization you can do for your character. As you can see on my character, basically the face, the hair, the eyes, the ears, the tail, the hair color, everything was customizable, and I set up my character to be the way that I like her. This would be another character who's actually within the same... They call it free company in this game, but it's basically guild. She would be a paladin, from the looks of her. And you can see how she set up her character. Lots of customization available. I'm going to say goodbye to her. And get back onto what I was doing. Now this is a fairly long video. Now that's okay, I don't expect everybody to watch all of it. Like I said, basically all I'm trying to do is set up a video where I introduce a number of things from Final Fantasy XIV while I wait for this Guild Hest to pop up so I can complete that and give you an example of how they work. And then later on, if I get a chance, I'll be posting a video about a dungeon. You can see as the Chocobo rides around the different varieties and, you know, detail they put into even just the monsters in this game. Riding through, there's just this one zone. You can see the little Orobons, toads, there was a Bad-Eye back there, giant ants. Just an amazing detail in this game. Anyway, I'm going to call that it for this video. That is a quick 30-minute introduction to Final Fantasy XIV, the Bard, and some other details in general. I will post a separate video of the Guild House and a dungeon that I run later, both on this character, my DPS, and my Paladin, so keep an eye out for those, and we will see everybody later. My stream is always running. It may be boring and I might not talk very much because I'm just going to be playing the game. But it's always available at www.twitch.tv/Raja. And yeah, I guess that's it. Ta-ta for now.